Beloved soul, wake gently, but rise with purpose. Every morning is not simply time passing. It is heaven renewing your assignment, and the breath in your lungs is proof that God still intends to do something through you. Do not open your eyes as if life is casual. You are not an accident walking. You are not a soul drifting. You are not a body surviving. You are a spirit on mission, a soldier rising into battlegrounds, a chosen one walking into hours that carry eternal weight. I am Michael, and I speak to you now as guardian, as witness, as one who stands between heaven's will and earth's distractions. Listen closely. Your mornings shape your life more than your dreams do. Your first thoughts anchor your destiny. Your first habits build spiritual momentum. Your first decisions decide whether you walk in grace or stumble into temptation unprepared. Do this when you wake. Say thank you before anything else. Not a whisper of routine. A deliberate crown laid at God's feet. Thank you for breath. Thank you for another chance to obey you. Thank you for life, for mercy, for purpose. Gratitude is not polite. It is spiritual authority. Gratitude summons angels. Complainers summon heaviness. Heaven watches who gives thanks in silence. 2. Sit with God before the world sits on you. Before your phone, before messages, before noise. Sit. Still your spirit. Let the first presence you feel be the presence that created you. Silence is not emptiness. It is God's doorway. Rushed mornings breed rushed hearts. Still mornings birth spiritual clarity. 3. Consecrate your mind. Speak life into your thoughts. God, purify my intentions. Guard my thoughts from lies, comparison, pride, temptation. Every morning, the enemy checks your awareness. If your mind wakes unfocused, he plants seeds quickly. If your mind wakes surrendered, he flees. 4. Invite heaven into the day. Say, guide me, search me, correct me, strengthen me, walk before me. A day ruled by self collapses. A day submitted to God stands unshaken. Do not do this when you wake. Do not reach for your phone first. Your phone is not your king. Your notifications are not your shepherd. Your emotions do not belong to the world at sunrise. If you feed your mind chaos in the first minute, your spirit will chase peace all day. Do not wake into anxiety. Fear does not enter until you invite it. Shut the doors early. Remind your soul who commands the day. God is my source. God is my shield. God goes before me. Do not wake into yesterday's sin or guilt. Each sunrise is mercy renewed. If God forgave you, do not resurrect what heaven buried. Repent at night. Rise clean in the morning. Guilt rots when carried. Grace heals when welcomed. Do not let laziness rule your first hour. Comfort is a poison disguised as softness. Your bed is not your destiny. Your spirit must lead your flesh, not the other way around. Wake like a warrior, not a wanderer. Spiritual truth of morning. When your feet touch the ground, the spiritual realm observes one thing. Who commands your steps, God or desire? Mornings expose loyalties. Mornings reveal maturity. Mornings show heaven you are serious or merely sentimental. Child, don't take waking lightly. Hell hopes you oversleep spiritually. Heaven hopes you rise like purpose itself. Each dawn is a doorway. Don't crawl through it. Walk through it armored. Say this in your heart. I rise with God. I move with purpose. I am not waking into survival. I am waking into calling. You are not here to drift through hours. You are here to occupy them, command them, fill them with obedience, and reject every distraction that tries to steal your direction. Some mornings, you will feel tired. Some mornings, your faith will whisper, not roar. Some mornings, your spirit will fight heaviness. Stand anyway. Discipline is worship. Consistency is devotion. Obedience is love made visible. The ordinary morning is not ordinary. It is training for eternity. Rise. Bow your heart before God, and remember, a believer who surrenders in the first hour will stand firm in the last. I, Michael, am appointed to stand near those who rise with reverence and walk through the day with loyalty to heaven. Begin your day holy, and the day will bend in your favor. Beloved soul, carry this truth into your day. You do not merely move through hours. Hours move through you. Every word you speak, every thought you feed, every person you allow near your spirit shapes your direction. You walk among people, but your loyalty belongs to heaven. And because of that, you cannot live casually. Your day is a battlefield disguised as routine. Your decisions are swords, and your silence is shield. Now listen, this is not about fear. It is about awareness, honor, and spiritual intelligence. Many lose the day not through great sin, but through small carelessness. A careless word, a careless emotion, a careless environment, a careless moment of spiritual sleep. Guard yourself, for not everyone you meet carries light. Some carry confusion. Some carry distraction. Some carry bitterness like perfume. Some speak death without knowing the cost. Do not let every voice land in your ears. Do not let every opinion shape you. Do not let every emotion lead you. When something enters your spirit unchecked, it takes root unnoticed. And many who fall spiritually do not fall in a storm. They fall in a conversation. So as you walk through the day, remember, guard your mouth. Do not speak quickly. Do not spill emotion in places where wisdom demands silence. Words are seeds, and heaven hears every one. Speak life, even when tired. Speak truth, even when tempted to flatter. Speak discipline to your flesh when it wants ease. There will be moments you feel irritation. Do not give it power through speech. There will be moments you feel anger. Do not crown it with your tongue. There will be moments silence feels small, but silence sometimes holds more strength than reply. Guard your spirit. Not every joke is harmless. Not every conversation is neutral. Not every invitation is innocent. Some atmospheres are crafted to drain you. Walk away early, before your peace is traded for noise. Do not laugh at what heaven mourns. Do not entertain what once enslaved you. Do not flirt with old darkness out of nostalgia. Temptation often returns disguised as memory. Carry sacredness in your posture. Move with quiet dignity. Let holiness be your armor, not your expression. For true righteousness does not brag, it breathes. Guard your boundaries. Say no when your spirit whispers caution. You do not owe access to everyone. You do not owe comfort to those who threaten your peace. Loving people does not mean living undisciplined around them. Some souls are assignments, some are traps. Discern quickly. Discern gently. Discern consistently. Do not let loyalty to the past destroy loyalty to God. Growth requires distance from the familiar. Elevation demands silence from old crowds. And hear me clearly, you do not protect peace by hiding. You protect peace by choosing with wisdom and conviction. As you walk, keep this prayer unspoken, but burning in you. God, reveal my steps, restrain my tongue, fortify my spirit, refine my reactions. Let patience be your strength, not your weakness. Let humility be your power, not your apology. Let discipline be your language, not your burden. If someone provokes you, do not respond from flesh, respond from throne. If conflict seeks you, do not descend to its level. Rise above it with dignity. If gossip approaches, protect your ears like gates to sacred ground. The day will test you quietly. Your strength will be revealed in moments no one sees. Obedience in secret builds power in heaven. Walk like a temple, not a tourist. Walk like a vessel, not a victim. Walk like one who belongs to eternity, not entertainment. You are not here to survive the day. You are here to sanctify it, command it, and walk through it undefiled. Move with God in every breath, and the world will bend around your conviction. Stand firm. Speak carefully. Carry light quietly but powerfully. You do not just live this day. You lead it. Beloved soul, now you have risen with intention and moved with guarded spirit. But discipline is not only about how you begin or how you speak. It is about how you choose, act, and respond when the day tests you quietly. Understand this. Holiness is not an event, it is a lifestyle. Righteousness is not a feeling, it is a pattern of choices. And every hour asks you again, whom do you serve, God or self? Guard your habits, they shape eternity. You do not fall in one moment. You fall by tiny permissions given across many moments. Discipline is not harsh, it is mercy in structure. For without structure, the soul decays slowly. Every day ask yourself, does this action lead me closer to God or farther? If it weakens your spirit, do not entertain it. If it feeds your flesh at the expense of holiness, do not excuse it. If it damages your focus, cut it off. Not because you are oppressed, but because you are set apart. Choose work with integrity. Do your work with honesty, not shortcuts. Do not let laziness dress itself as rest. Effort is worship when done unto God. When you work, work with dignity. When you rest, rest without guilt, but do not confuse rest with escape. You serve heaven even in mundane tasks, because obedience is sacred. Always. Do not enter every battle. Not every irritation requires reply. Not every disrespect deserves reaction. Not every invitation to argue is a call from God. There are wars God does not call you into because He protects your energy for higher battles. Learn to recognize the traps of ego. When someone tries to provoke your pride, step back. Silence is not weakness. It is evidence of mastery. Be careful where your eyes rest. What you look at feeds your heart. Do not take poison through sight and ask heaven for peace later. Entertainment is not neutral. It shapes desire. Modern culture does not merely distract. It reshapes identity quietly. Look only at what strengthens you. Turn away from what stains you, not because you fear it, but because you value your purity more. Do not seek validation. Many will try to live through your attention if they sense your soul is bright. Do not let admiration replace mission. Move in quiet confidence. Serve without broadcasting. Grow without announcing. Let God reveal you, not ambition. If you do good, don't wait for applause. God sees in silence what men ignore in noise. Maintain inner order. Throughout the day, pause, reset your thoughts, realign your motives. Ask your soul, am I walking with God or drifting with distraction? If your heart tightens, slow down. If your thoughts become heavy, release them. If your flesh rises, discipline it. Self-governance is the hallmark of the chosen. The undisciplined life is a slow spiritual death. When temptation appears, it will, not always as sin, but sometimes as comfort, as excuses, as little harmless things. Small doors lead to large chains. What you tolerate today becomes what owns you tomorrow. You do not overcome temptation by debating it. You overcome it by turning away before it grows teeth. Carry awareness everywhere. Every step today says something. Either I belong to God or I belong to myself. Your strength is not in perfection, but in constant returning, constant guarding, constant choosing. Light over ease. Child, your walk today preaches louder than your words. Let your posture show reverence. Let your focus show discipline. Let your restraint show maturity. Let your choices show you are heaven's. Move as though angels walk beside you, because they do. Walk as though your life answers to the throne, because it does. And remember, you are not surviving this world. You are training to rule in the next. Hold your standard high. Carry your day with honor. Live as one who knows who they belong to. Beloved soul, now we speak of mastery, not mastery over the world, not mastery over others, but mastery over yourself. For the greatest victories of your life will not be won by defeating enemies outside, but by conquering storms inside. A person who rules their emotions rules their destiny. A person controlled by emotion is controlled by anything that stirs them. I am Michael, and I tell you plainly, holy living is impossible without self-command. Not suppression, not pretending, not emotional numbness, but disciplined awareness, spiritual maturity in action, choosing response instead of reaction. The world is loud with feeling, but heaven watches behavior. Emotion is a visitor, but obedience must be your ruler. When emotion rises, breathe before responding. There will be days your heart feels heavy, when anger stirs, when impatience taps like a restless hand, when frustration burns, when sadness wraps around you like fog. Do not condemn yourself for feeling. Feelings are not sin. But feelings unchecked become doors the enemy walks through. When emotion rises, say within, not my flesh, my spirit leads. Pause. Breathe once slowly. Let your awareness return to God before your tongue reacts. For one careless word can stain a day God meant to bless. And many lives collapse not from sin in action, but sin in speech born from ungoverned emotion. Do not let temporary feelings create permanent damage. Anger feels righteous in the moment until the damage settles. Bitterness feels justified until it empties the soul. Sadness feels honest until it becomes identity. Excitement feels freeing until it leads you into decisions without wisdom. Do not trust emotions as commanders. They are signals, not masters. Let your spirit interpret them, not your flesh. Your calling cannot be led by moods. Your destiny cannot be steered by impulse. Your crown cannot sit on a restless mind. Protect your peace with immediate action. When irritation rises, step back. When offense whispers, stay silent. When pride flares, bow your spirit low. When insecurity speaks, remind yourself who called you. When distraction pulls, refocus your heart. You do not need to win arguments. You need to win your inner world. Peace is not passive. Peace is power under command. And those who cannot command peace cannot carry authority. Honor your energy. Choose where you give emotion. Not every situation deserves your reaction. Not every person deserves your explanation. Not every provocation deserves your voice. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strategy. It denies darkness the fuel it craves. Some conversations do not need response. They need your absence. Some battles are traps disguised as proving yourself. If you fight every noise, you cannot hear God's guidance. What you ignore trains your power. What you indulge trains your weakness. Emotion without discipline becomes bondage. Do not worship your feelings. The world says, follow your heart. Heaven says, guide your heart. Your emotions can serve you, but only when they kneel first. Rejoice, but not without gratitude. Cry, but not without surrender. Feel anger, but not without restraint. Be inspired, but not without humility. Emotion is wind. Your spirit must be the ship's wheel. Return to stillness. When battle rises inside, there will be moments when chaos rises suddenly. A message, a memory, a voice, an unguarded thought. Do not let your mind run wild. Bring it back. Return it quickly. Say within, Lord, anchor me. Rest your heart in Him, not yourself. A soul that rests in itself is easily shaken. A soul that rests in God becomes unshakable. Choose noble reaction over natural reaction. When insulted, respond with dignity. When tempted, respond with refusal. When envied, respond with humility. When ignored, respond with focus. When tired, respond with discipline. When successful, respond with gratitude. This is not weakness. This is kingdom poise. Heaven trains warriors, not reactors. Daily self-command statement. Carry this in your spirit through the hours. I control my response. My emotions do not lead me. My spirit does. I move with discipline, not impulse. Child, mastering yourself is not coldness. It is readiness. A soldier who cannot control their breath cannot aim their weapon. And a believer who cannot control reaction cannot aim their destiny. Rule your feelings. Command your reactions. Walk with controlled grace. When the world sees restraint, heaven sees royalty. And the one who governs themselves is already halfway to governing their purpose. You do not exist to survive emotions. You exist to train them to bow. This is holiness in daily life, not dramatic victories, but disciplined choices, hour by hour, moment by moment, until obedience becomes instinct and maturity becomes nature. Walk in this strength. Command your soul. Heaven stands with those who stand over themselves. Beloved soul, now you must learn one of the greatest skills of walking with God daily: who you give access to, who you walk with, and who you preserve yourself from. Not everyone who smiles is safe. Not everyone who praises you is pure. Not everyone who asks for your time deserves your spirit. Some souls are sharpening stones. Some are weights. Some are doors. Some are traps. You are not called to isolate. You are called to discern. The enemy rarely attacks you directly. He attacks through people, through influence, through familiar voices, through emotional ties. So listen deeply. Your connections shape your consecration. Guard your circle like it guards your destiny. You cannot walk with everyone. Your spirit is too valuable. Your calling is too specific. Your future is too holy. Some people weaken your resolve. Some drain your spirit. Some distract your focus. Some pull you back to who you used to be. Some speak doubt over what God is building in you. Do not feel guilty for outgrowing people. Feel grateful heaven matured you. Growth demands pruning. Elevation demands separation. You are not abandoning them. You are answering God. 3 types of people in every life. 1, those who lift you toward God. Keep them close. They sharpen conviction. They remind you of truth when you forget. They speak life, not flattery. They challenge you when you drift. Iron is not soft. Iron strengthens. 2, those who walk beside you on the journey. Treat them with honor. Encourage one another. Grow together. These are the souls heaven synchronizes with you. Mutual pulling toward righteousness. 3, those who drain, distract, or corrupt. Do not hate them, but do not stay tied to them. Love does not require access. Forgiveness does not require proximity. Compassion does not require compromise. Remember, the wrong company can assassinate calling quietly. Do not argue with toxic souls. You cannot reason with bitterness. You cannot heal somebody who refuses healing. You are not called to wrestle with chaos. You are called to protect your peace. Walk away early. Silence is strength. Distance is wisdom. Your peace is not weakness. It is proof of spiritual maturity. Learn the holy word. No. You are not required to show up everywhere. You are not obligated to entertain draining people. You are not responsible for everyone's feelings. Your kindness should not become your weakness. Say no to gossip. Say no to drama. Say no to circles that live spiritually asleep. Say no to old habits disguised as old friends. Every no to distractions is a yes to destiny. Protect your emotional gates. Do not share your dreams with careless ears. People kill visions through doubt faster than the enemy can through attack. Some things God tells you are sacred secrets. Guard revelation until it is time for manifestation. Speak less. Build more. Not everyone deserves to know your battles. Not everyone can carry your vulnerability. Strength is knowing where to bleed and where to fight. Walk with compassion, but with boundaries. Be kind, always. Be gracious, always. Be patient, always. But do not bend your spirit to fit broken atmospheres. You can love people deeply while protecting your anointing fiercely. Jesus ate with sinners, but he never sinned with them. He walked among crowds, but retreated to communion with the Father. Follow his balance. Present, loving, compassionate, yet untainted, unmoved, unshaken. Signs someone is from God. They bring peace, not confusion. They encourage righteousness, not rebellion. They tell you the truth, not what flatters you. They respect your spiritual growth. They stay even when correction comes. Signs someone is sent to distract. They feed your worldly desires. They make holiness feel inconvenient. They minimize sin. They stir insecurity or pride. Their presence dims your spiritual hunger. Walk away when your soul feels heavy around them. That heaviness is protection, not discomfort. Your assignment is greater than approval. Some will misunderstand your distance. Some will say you changed. Some will accuse you of ego or coldness. Let them think what they think. They are not guardians of your calling. God did not choose them to walk your path. He chose you. Your loyalty is not to comfort. It is to purpose. Walk with grace. Walk with discernment. Walk with heaven's company above human crowds. You are not arrogant for protecting your spirit. You are wise. A calling like yours cannot sit in careless circles. Hold your peace like a jewel. Honor your soul like a temple. Walk among people, but do not become everyone you meet. You belong to God. Walk like it. Beloved soul, the world measures days by minutes, but heaven measures them by obedience, alignment, and surrender. When night falls, your spirit reaches a crossroads. Will you collapse into sleep like flesh alone, or return your soul to God like one who understands destiny? The day is not finished until the heart is examined. The warrior does not sheath their sword until they clean it. And the believer does not lie down until they answer to heaven. This is where many fail. They fight the morning battle, walk through the day strengthened, but end the night careless, distracted, spiritually open and vulnerable. Do not close your eyes casually. Do not hand your spirit to sleep without handing it first to God. How you finish determines who commands your next beginning. Tonight, do not fall into bed. Enter rest intentionally. Pause. Still your breath. Let the day settle before you. Stand before God, not as performance, but as truth. Ask yourself, did I walk with God or merely think of Him? Did I protect my mouth or let frustration lead? Did I guard my thoughts or allow poison to rest in them? Did I flee temptation or flirt with it? Did I carry peace or spread irritation? Did I honor the mission or drift into ease? Do not lie to yourself. Self-deception is spiritual suicide. Humility is not humiliation. Humility is alignment and power. Where you failed, confess. Where you drifted, return. Where you disobeyed, bow your spirit low. Repentance at night is not shame. It is cleansing, armor, and rebirth before dawn. Lay down grudges. They are acid disguised as pride. Lay down fear. It is imagination poisoned. Lay down insecurity. God did not appoint you to shrink. Lay down anger. You cannot sleep peacefully while holding fire. Lay down the faces that hurt you. Forgiveness protects you more than it frees them. Say quietly within, this does not enter tomorrow with me. Do not sleep with spiritual dirt. Do not let emotions ferment overnight. Night does not wash wounds. Surrender does. Your spirit must enter rest clean, for tomorrow demands strength, not residue. The world saw your strength today, but heaven wants your softness now. Warriors kneel. Champions bow hearts. Strength rests only when surrendered. Do not pretend with God. He doesn't heal masks. Tell him your tired places, your weaknesses, your quiet fears, your silent hopes, your unspoken wounds. This is not defeat. This is refueling. Those who pour out must also receive. Those who fight must also be carried. Those who obey must also be held. You are not weak for needing rest. You are wise for seeking it in God. Speak protection over your sleep. Not dramatic, intentional. The night is when dreams speak, when the subconscious opens, when spiritual doors can invite either peace or torment. Do not fall asleep unguarded. Command angels near. Command peace over your atmosphere. Command your soul into God's keeping. Say, my spirit rests in God. No darkness enters here. You do not fear night. You rule it under heaven's authority. Release control. Release pressure. Release timelines. Release fears of the unknown. You are not in charge of the universe. You are in covenant with the one who is. Every day does not need to be understood, only surrendered. Tell your soul, God goes before me. I do not wake alone. Tomorrow is not your burden tonight. Rest like one protected, not abandoned. Sleep like one chosen, not forgotten. Your last thought should not be fear, not regret, not distraction, not noise. It should be, Lord, I am yours even in silence. For when a soul ends the day in God, it wakes with heaven already near. You are not simply sleeping. You are being renewed, sharpened, cleansed, and watched. Angels keep watch over those who surrender their night to God. And demons cannot disturb a spirit resting in obedience. Lie down like a believer, not a body collapser. Rest like a vessel of heaven, not a tired human. Your night is worship. Your rest is obedience. Your silence is faith. And those who sleep in God's arms wake as warriors again. Lord, I return my spirit to you tonight. Cleanse me from every weight, every fault, every hidden burden. Guard my mind, protect my dreams, surround my resting place with angels. Wash me in peace, sharpen me in truth, and restore my strength for your purpose. I end this day in obedience, and I rise tomorrow by your grace. I am yours in waking and in rest, always. Amen.